Most of the jewelry that adorned Queen Victoria Eugenia of Spain, called Ana and her family, came from her own collection. But even queens sometimes rent jewelry. And today's story is about just such a crown, a tiara of strawberry leaves. This elegant piece of jewelry framed the head of the Spanish queen in a series of official portraits, but it belonged to another royal person, Ana's mother, Princess Beatrice of Great Britain. The story of the strawberry leaf tiara has a logical beginning and a rather confusing further fate. In the 1840s, jeweler Joseph Kitching made a bandeau with rubies and diamonds for British Queen Victoria. The ruler was depicted in the original jewelry in Winterhalter's portrait of 1855. However, as early as 1860, the court jeweler of the United Kingdom, Garrard, redesigned the diamond and ruby bandeau. A top row of strawberry leaves was added to the jewelry. The order clarification notes that the craftsman is to add diamond strawberry leaves and curls, also to set rubies in between. The strawberry leaf tiara was redesigned just before Queen Victoria removed all her brightly colored jewelry for 10 years. After Prince Albert's death in 1861, she wore only white jewelry. When the inconsolable widow decided to bring colored gems back into her jewelry closet, a strawberry leaf tiara set with rubies among diamonds was one of the first pieces she wore. A peculiar exit from mourning occurred in 1871, when Victoria and Albert's daughter Princess Louise of Great Britain married the Marquis of Lorne. Queen Victoria appeared at the wedding reception, completing her image with a tiara of strawberry leaves and the corresponding jewelry, earrings, necklace, and brooch. By the way, to note that a set of jewelry made of diamonds and rubies was made in 1849 according to the sketches of Victoria's beloved husband. About what she made a note in her personal diary: "I am very pleased with the beautiful necklace, earrings, and brooch of rubies and diamonds, which the dearest Albert made for me from his own stones with the addition of new ones, which I bought with money inherited from Aunt Augusta and Aunt Sophia. The set is really beautiful and Albert has such wonderful taste." In 1885, Victoria gave a tiara set with rubies and diamonds to her youngest daughter, Princess Beatrice. The jewelry became the Queen's wedding gift for her favorite for her wedding to Prince Henry of Battenberg. In an inventory of the jewels produced by the Garrard Jewelers in 1896, the gift is noted as follows: head ornament in the form of a crown of rubies and diamonds, consisting of 14 diamond-shaped bunches and 13 strawberry leaves with a ruby and diamond band. At some point after Beatrice received the tiara, she asked the jeweler to enlarge the piece by adding an additional row of diamond elements at the base, including a strawberry leaf pattern that echoed the top of the tiara. This addition can be seen in a portrait of Beatrice painted by Spanish artist Joaquín Sorralla y Bastida. The intrigue of the portrait is that the artist depicted the tiara as entirely diamond, although at that point the setting still contained rubies. In the early 1920s, Princess Beatrice loaned Queen Victoria's tiara to her daughter, by then Queen Victoria Eugenia of Spain, who used the crown for a series of portraits painted by Christian Francenetti Nisser. Queen Ana did not inherit the strawberry leaf tiara after the death of Princess Beatrice of Great Britain. The ruby garniture went to Ana's older brother, Alexander, 1st Marquis of Carisbrooke. His wife Irene Frances Adds Dennison was captured in one of her portraits wearing the family tiara. But the Marquis was not a big fan of rubies. In 1933, Irene enlisted the services of the jewelry house Cartier and had the crown altered into an exclusively diamond piece. The Marquise is depicted wearing the updated version of the crown in her portrait by Philippe de Laszlo. The jewelry accompanied the wearer at the coronation of King George VI in 1937, as well as at the inauguration of Parliament in 1938 and at the opera during the French state visit in 1939. After the events described, the tiara disappeared from public view and its current whereabouts are unknown. In 2009, a diamond pendant brooch, believed to be the diamond detail of the tiara, was sold at a Bonhams auction. In May 2016, the ruby and diamond brooch was resold at a Christie's auction. So what happened to Queen Victoria's tiara? Unfortunately, no one seems to know. The whereabouts of the jewelry are unknown. Another unsolved mystery of a royal jewel